Hey guys, this is Rob here again today with Vapor Street. Today we're going to do a review of the 722. There it is, the 722. That is a 7 watt to 22 watt mod here. That's a Chinese mod. Alright, it's supposed to be like the DNAs, but this goes up to 22 watts. This is made by Pioneer 4U. That's the chip's Pioneer 4U chip. Producing now, producing. Alright, I do got the Fogger V4 on there. Alright, so there it is. There's the Pioneer 4U 722 mod. So they call it the 722 because it goes from 7 watts to 22 watts. Alright, and this will do sub-ohming. It goes down to 0.5 sub-ohms. I do have a 0.6 ohm coil on there right now. Alright, that is the 0.6 ohm sub-ohm coil. Alright, I'm hitting this at 18 watts. Battery's got 4.12 volts. And at 18 watts, it's hitting at about 3.5 volts. Works great. This thing works great. And it is a 26650 mod. Alright, takes a 26650 battery. And it's only got one button. Nice little landing pad right there. But I mean, your finger just feels nice in there. It just feels nice. Alright, it's got a nice OLED screen on it. Alright, so like I say, it does tell you your wattage up there. Tells you how much battery life you got. Tells you how much the actual voltage is. So it's actually got that too. And it tells you your resistance, and it tells you how much voltage you're using whenever you hit the button. Alright. Like I say, this alright. Like I say, this is a 26650. Here you go. We'll take this off. I have no squeaking on this. I mean, these threads are just beautiful. Alright. There's a 26650. I got a Sony 30 amp battery in there, 26650. I like to stay good with my, anytime I'm doing sub-ohming, doesn't matter if it's a regulated device or not, I like to have the best battery you can have. Maybe not the best, but I like to have a battery that will hold up to sub-ohming, no matter what, if I'm putting in a regulated device or not. Alright. I know if you go down to 0.5, it's still only like 8.4 amps or whatever, but I still like to have a good battery. Alright. So there you go. There's the bottom piece. It is spring. Got a brass spring right there. Alright. Nice vent holes all in the bottom. Alright. Shove that back in there. Alright. Nice buttery smooth threads. Like I say, this buttery smooth threads. This is without the battery in there. You'll be able to hear the threads. If I can get it lined up right. Look at that. I heard people talk about squeaking. It's not because of the threads. It's because your spring rubbing on your battery. Alright. I mean, look at that. Nice and smooth. Alright. Centerpiece comes off. Look at that. Nice and smooth. Alright. There you see the bottom of it. Okay. Just got your little contact sitting out there. Alright. Nice little, it's got like a little insulation in there to keep everything nice and good. Okay, does have this little ring, does not come off. Alright, we'll take this tank off. Okay, there's the tank off. It does have Ego threads. It's got 510 threads and Ego. Alright, so you just take this here off. There you go. See, there it is. There's the electronics part. Nice little button. Nice clicky button right there. Mine does not rattle. I don't hear no button rattles or nothing like that. Alright. They did used to have an adjustable center pin. It used to be a spring-loaded floating pin. But the first generation, they did have issues with it. So the second generations, they actually put a screw in there. Alright. There's a screw in there. I did try to adjust this. I couldn't get it to break loose, so I don't think it's adjustable. I could be wrong, but I think that's not non-adjustable, and I didn't want to try too much enough to break the thing, so I just tried it. It would not move, so I do not think it's adjustable. All right. It does have a little bit of weight to it. Even without a battery in there, it does have a little weight, but it's not bad. I mean, there's other ones out there just as heavy or worse. All right. Like I say, you guys didn't hear no squeaking before. Let's go. See, as soon as I put the battery in, the Pioneer For You SX220 comes on, but it's not on yet. I don't hear no squealing, no squeaking. Goes right on, nice and smooth. All right. I mean, I don't hear no squeaking on there. Does have this nice little grooves here, so putting on tank so you got nice airflow. Are these sharp? No. I mean, they're not sharp. They're not going to cut you. All right, nice smooth to me. I mean, it's a little rough. It's got completely squared off tips and stuff, but I can't see it cutting you. All right. Alright, so it is 5 clicks on. There you got the Pioneer For You again logo. SX220. Alright. There you go. Hit the button. There you go. You got your voltage. And I noticed, you guys noticed I did have this on 18. It did not save my last remaining thing. It didn't save it. Okay. I had it on 18 watts. I took the battery and everything out. It defaulted to another number. It does do that. It don't do it every time, but it does default to another number. Alright. So, like I say, it still says what it is there. 4.12 volts on the battery. When I hit the button, it tells you what the voltage is putting out to right there next to the battery. Alright. It says 3.64. Alright. Alright. So, you can lock this. 3 clicks to lock it. Now it's locked. Wait a minute. And then unlock it. 3 more clicks. Now it's unlocked. Alright. So to get in the main menu, it's 5 clicks. Alright. I did go too far. Alright. 5 clicks. You get the system on. Alright, there's system on. So if I go to the left, it'll shut it off. Alright. To the right, it doesn't do nothing. Say nothing. A lot of people are complaining about that, but it doesn't bother me. It's not that big of a deal. Alright. Go to the left, it says bye bye. Alright. Turn it back on. 5 clicks. Pioneer For You. Yeah, it comes up every time. SX220. It's not that big of a deal to me. Alright. So now we're back to system on. Alright. So let's go to get out of this. And a lot of people say they'd rather go straight to the watts, but I mean, if I'm wanting to shut it off and save on my battery, I don't have to go through the watts every time. So I actually like the idea that it goes straight to shutting it off. I mean, I don't care about that. Alright, so hit it again, and now you're to your wattage. Alright, so to change your watts, alright, you turn it to the right, goes down, starts off slow, then it gets faster and faster. See that? All the way down to 7 watts, that's the end of it. And turn it to the left. Starts off slow, goes super fast. Goes right up. 22 watts, we'll take it all up 22 watts. And it's not that hard to get that adjusted, so we'll put it over here back onto 18. Go to 18. Up. It's not that bad. Every time you flick it like this, you can go up 1 number. There you go. Now I'm on 18 watts. So then to get out of here, you just click again. And then it says exit on. So then you just, there you go. Now you're out. Alright, now we're at 18 watts. Alright. Like I say, going to the shut-off screen isn't that big of a deal to me at the beginning, because a lot of times I'm not going to sit there and adjust my watts all day long. If I'm going to put a tank on there, I'm going to set the watts to what I want, and then I'm done. So I really would rather go to the off mode so I can shut it off, save on my battery. I know it does dim out and everything, but it's still got using something there for a little bit. Alright, so that doesn't bother me. So like I say, 18 watts says I'm hitting at 3.6 volts, and my battery's at 4.11. Producing. Like I say, another thing that's good about it, it actually shows your battery drainage, how much you're using of your battery every hit. I like that. I mean, this is like real time. You don't get that on the other ones. I also have a DNA 30. It doesn't show that option. It just shows you lower and down. This one here actually shows how much battery usage you're using. All right, which I like that. Also, the battery does drain down as you use it. The little battery symbol. All right. So, like I say, I think that's about it. We covered it all. Like I say, I really have no cons on this. I mean, yeah, you go to the first screen you go to when you go in, it's gonna be off, and if you go to the left or whatever, or the right, it doesn't do nothing. Well, that doesn't bother me. Maybe they're gonna have an update to this. So you just plug it in, and update it. I don't know. So maybe they left that there for future uses. Like I say, other than that, I really have no cons. It's a nice device. I did get this one off of VaporTech USA. Like I say, it did take a little bit longer, but I would rather it take a little bit longer to get it, okay, and them do more testing on it with the spring loader, the adjustable spring pin, and automatically adjusts. I would rather them find out that that's bad, or the first set that they put out, it got too hot, so they didn't like that. Oh, that's being safe. I would rather have the screw if that's gonna be stronger. Yeah, I would like everything to fit flush, but it does not fit flush. It does have a little gap. That really doesn't bother me that much, but it does bother some people. So, but I would rather be safe than have something get too hot and blow up or break or whatever you want to say, whatever it's going to do. All right. So I am glad that they did get rid of that. It was a little bit safe for us. They're putting out some good mods, This one right here, first good mod. It came with the book, came in a box, the Pioneer for You box. It had a little book with it. Pretty explanatory book. I mean, it ain't a bunch of Chinese words where you couldn't really understand with one little page of English. It actually explains everything you need to know to use this. All right. So if you're looking for a mod that's going to last longer, like the DNA 30s, DNA 20s got small batteries. They don't last, but just 2, 3, 4 hours. Okay, I think I get 3 to 4 hours on my DNA 30 with an 18650. This one here at 13, 14, 50 watts, even 18 watts, lasts me hours. I get 7, 8 hours out of this thing on 18 watts. I get all day long with 8, 9, 10 watts. You get all day long. Alright, my DNA 30, it doesn't last me that long. Even at 8, 9, 10 watts, it only lasts me maybe 4 to 5 hours. If I got it in the higher range, it only lasts me about 3 hours. Alright. So, if you're looking for a mod that's going to last you a little bit longer, you want it to be a variable wattage to get up to there to the 20s, this is for you. A little bit heavy. If you don't like a little heavier mods, this ain't for you because it is a little bit heavy. Alright, that's probably the only con that would be for this, but it's not a big issue to me. But that would be a con for some people. It is kind of heavy and big. It is big and heavy. Alright. But if you want something that's going to last you a long time, for hours, this will be the mod for you, and you want it to be adjustable wattage. Alright, this will be for you. For me, I'm loving it. Alright. I bought this thing for like $70 on VaporTech USA. 70 bucks. I mean, that's cheap for a 7 to 22 watt mod. And yeah, they do got a 35 watt or something like that coming. It'll be up in no time. Alright guys, this review on the 722 mod. It's the China mod. China's first variable wattage that goes from 7 to 22 watts and does sub ohms. Alright. They're already probably going to come out with more. I think they got the Santa mod. Alright. They got a SX350 mod coming. So, I mean, futures everywhere now. They're just going way up. Alright. Okay guys, like I say, make sure you subscribe for giveaways, and if you like watching my videos, so that way, like I say, all you have to do is make a comment on the video for the giveaways and you'll already be entered. Alright guys, till next time.